Hello, my YouTube friend. Lately, I've been spamming the Funko Pop videos, and I kind of missed the comic hauls. So for the comic fans and for me, I'm making a comic book haul video. Yeah, woo! So honestly, I buy a lot more comic books than I actually show in hauls because anytime I see a deal, I just grab it. Now, one day, hopefully when my channel's big enough and I have enough room to set up multiple videos at once, hopefully I'll be able to start doing at least weekly videos with comic books because it would be cool to do like a weekly haul video. I just don't have the time and space to organize it, and every time I do a comic video, it takes me like 3 days to clean up. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you this package of comics I bought on eBay. This stack of comics I bought off a $1 book cart from a local bookstore. This stack of comics that got traded into my store. This stack of comics I bought from a neighbor a couple of months ago. This collection of comics I bought last weekend. These bags of comics I bought out of a comic store's dollar bin. This box of Silver Age comics I got saved from the garbage. This bag of comic books I found in the garbage. This box of comics I bought from eBay. This box of comics that were gifted to me. And finally, this mystery box of comics that a friend selling to me. Okay, so I want to go through this box of comics. These are pretty cool. You know, key issues are major, really expensive comic books. But some late Golden Age, early Silver Age, and Silver Age comic books were in this little collection. Now, it was saved from the garbage. I bought this collection from a guy that works for one of the junk removal companies. I used to buy from him a lot about 6 or 7 years ago. Some of my best key issues have come from him. And he went to go on to another job for a few years, but he went back to doing garbage removal. So basically, the company he works for got paid to remove these comics. Of course, there was probably a whole bunch of other stuff, but he found his comics, and that's kind of like a perk of his job, is he's allowed to keep things he finds. So he found a stack of comic books, and he knew to bring them to me. Because back in the day, he would find like a big collection of comic books and bring it to the local comic shop, and they would offer him like $50. And then he would bring them to me, and I would offer him like $700. So I try to be as fair as I can when it comes to stuff like this. I usually give them about half the value if it's worth over $10. And if it's under $10, it might be $1 or $2 for like the nicer issues, and maybe a quarter or 50 cents for everything else. Okay, so let's dig into this box. Okay, so we got this box of comic books. Now, these comic books were all destined for the trash heap, so I love when they find comic books and sell them to me because I know I'm kind of saving them, keeping them from getting destroyed. And I believe I gave them just under $100 for everything, like 95 maybe? 85, 95, something like that. All right, so let's go through this stack. Now, they're all kind of musty smelling, and the condition wasn't the best on most of them, so that's why it wasn't more than 80, 90 bucks, but still a lot of really cool stuff. So we have Sergeant Fury number 44, number 43, Superboy number 154, Action Comics number 363, Sergeant Fury number 30. This one, the spine was all blown out. Jimmy Olsen number 110, Race for the Moon. That was cool. I wish it was in better shape. The whole spine is falling off, but still very cool. Sergeant Fury number 42. Dennis the Menace triple feature. I think that's pretty cool. Batman number 201. Really awesome cover. Sadly, has some big chips out of it. I think the spine is almost detached. Sergeant Fury number 38. Giant size Iron Man number 1. Iron Man number 94. Iron Man number 91. Iron Man number 90, Iron Man number 84, Iron Man number 82, Iron Man number 68, Iron Man number 87, Iron Man number 70, these are cool, Iron Man number 69, Iron Man number 58, Iron Man number 57, Peter Parker number 33. Cool stuff. I love getting Bronze Age, Silver Age, and Golden Age comics. Anything older than 1980 is exciting to me. Okay, we got more. We got a Peter Parker number 34, Fantastic Four number 210, Secrets of Haunted House number 15, Adventure Comics 269. Sadly, it's in really bad shape, but still, I mean, you put it in a bag and board and it looks kind of nice. Pretty cool. Action Comics number 360. It presents really well. Now, this edge right here is all torn up, but you cover that up, it looks almost like a very good. So that's actually pretty nice. Sergeant Fury number 15. World's Finest number 114. Getting some 10-cent DCs is really cool. And World's Finest number 110. I think I have this issue already. And the one I have, the cover's detached. So this might actually be, even though it's not in the best shape, I think it's an upgrade for me. Superman 206. Fantastic Four number 99. Really cool Inhumans cover. Green Lantern number 54. Amazing Spider-Man number 62. I love this cover. I know I have a couple copies of this already, including a very fine copy. So this one I'll probably be selling in my store. I just have to find time to sort it. Amazing Spider-Man number 85. This one is actually in pretty decent shape. Good mid-grade issue. Marvel Superheroes number 82. Hulk number 239. Defenders number 62. See, some of them were kind of like this where they're kind of warped and damaged, but that's okay. Saved from the garbage. Thor 287. Marvel Tales number 84. Iron Man number 79. This one's been colored in with a lot of pen. Sergeant Fury. What number is this? I can't tell. It's coverless. Prehistoric Worlds, a classic illustrated special. That's cool. And then finally from this collection, saved from the garbage, was some Mad magazines, which are cool. I actually have a goal of putting together a full set of Mad magazines, so I'm happy to pick them up. Now, not in the best shape, but, you know, it's still pretty cool. So we have Mad number 93, Mad number 89. This one's detached, missing the back cover. Number 89, which is coverless. Number 94, Mad Follies. Number 101. Number 106 coverless, and 112 coverless. Number 115. Any of these Mads from the 60s, I mean, this is cool because these you don't get that often. And, I mean, they're not in the best of shape, but it's hard to get Mads from this era in good shape anyway, so I'm happy to see them. Mad 113. Mad number 109. Mad Special Racial Issue number 111. I think this is... no, it's complete. Just the cover feels very brittle. Mad number 114. Mad Follies. Mad 116, but the cover's detached. Mad 117. Again, the cover's detached. Mad 119. Mad 122. Mad 128. Mad 127. Detached cover. Mad 129 with a detached cover. And Mad number 126. So for like 85 to 95, somewhere around there is what I paid. Pretty cool comic books. I'm really happy with that. Okay, let's go through this collection. Okay, let's go through this box of comics that my friend is selling me. Usually with his comic books, anything that's over $10 in value, I try to give him like half the market value. And then anything under $10, I usually give him $1 or $2 if it's a really cool comic book. Or 25 cents to 50 cents for the bulk of the comic books, unless it's like really cheap 90s stuff. That stuff I don't really pay for. Maybe 10 cents each. So I don't know what's in this box. He just gave me the box to go through and to just give him a fair price. So let's check it out. This is going to be a surprise. We're going to be checking it out together. Usually with this stuff, it's just a mix of stuff. And it's probably going to be some newer stuff like this that's not really worth too much. But I think he also tried to put a lot of variants and just other things he thought I would be interested in. So let's check out. We got Drax number 1. Secret Invasion number 1. That's a scroll variant, I think. Batman Riddler number 1. This is from the Legion of Collectors box. Legends of Tomorrow number 1. Lamerta number 1. That's kind of cool looking. The Mighty Thor 704. Uncanny Avengers number 1. Cable number 1. Batman 650. Justice League 23.1. It's the lenticular cover. That is cool. Ooh, The Killing Joke. Okay, that's 4th or 5th print, I think. It's 13th printing. I'm way off. I'm not sure if I have the yellow version, so that's cool. I'm actually really excited to get that. And that's one of those comics that's probably worth over 10. Cool. Okay, let's see what we have now. Okay, we have a Power Rangers. I think this is a variant cover. Not 100% sure on that. Thor number 2 variant cover. That's really cool. It's like Rocket Raccoon as Thor, I'm guessing. Not 100% sure, but I like it. Iron Fist number 9. Iron Fist number 10 with Colleen Wang. That's cool. Batman Adventures number 1. It's like a reprint. Maybe it's from a action figure. Not 100% sure. Suspiria number 1. That's actually kind of cool. This one looks like it's signed. I'll have to look that one up. Suicide Squad number 1. Legion Collectors. Star Slammers number 1. This also looks like it's signed. So I'll have to look that up. Wolverine number 50. Girls number 2. The Amazing Spider-Man 789. I think there's 2 comics. Oh, there's 2 copies of that. Starstruck number 1. That looks like a risque comic book. Okay. We have a FF1 Scotty Young variant. Wolverine number 1 Scotty Young variant. A Punisher number 1 Scotty Young variant. America number 1 Scotty Young variant. I guess he's got a lot of these. These are cool though. I like them. A Bullseye number 1 Scotty Young variant. All New Hawkeye number 1 Scotty Young variant. Ant-Man number 1 Scotty Young variant. I guess he had a lot of these variants. Standoff number 1, I think. Or Avengers Standoff number 1 Scotty Young variant. Ironheart number 1, just a regular variant. Wolverines number 1 Scotty Young variant. Oops, that's 2 comics. Inhumans 2099 number 1. Elektra number 1. It's one of the hip hop cover variants. New Warriors number 1 Scotty Young variant. At least I think it is. Maybe it is. It doesn't say Scotty Young. It's got that style though. It could be someone else. Okay, Fantastic Four number 1 Scotty Young variant. Uncanny Inhumans number 12. It's a variant. It's kind of cool. A Batgirl number 35. A Legion of Collectors comic book. Green Lantern number 23.2. It's a lenticular comic. Aquaman 23.2. Lenticular comic. Ooh, Power Rangers number 0. I think these are over 10. So that's kind of a cool variant. Okay. We have America number 1. It's the action figure variant. A Monsters Unleashed number 2. No, number 1 from series 2. That's an action figure variant. A Power Man Iron Fist action figure variant. Fantastic Four number 1 Scotty Young variant. Now, most of these, I think he ends up buying for $1 when he sees them at comic shops for super cheap. So he knows I'll give him at least $1. So sometimes he just grabs them and then decides to sell them later on. Some of these I will be giving him $2 for though, because these are pretty cool. Okay, Army of Darkness versus Hack Slash number 1. That's cute. Was it the America's Generations number 1 variant cover? Mighty Avengers number 1 Scotty Young variant. X-Force number 1 Scotty Young variant. Totally Awesome Hulk number 1 action figure variant. Wolverine number 1 Scotty Young. No, it's not Scotty Young. It looks like Scotty Young, but it's a different person. I guess they're using other people to do the cutesy covers now. Cable and X-Force number 1 Scotty Young variant. We have a Thunderbolts number 1 Winter Soldier action figure variant. A Superior Iron Man number 1 Scotty Young variant. A Generations The Archers number 1 variant. The Mighty Thor Unworthy Thor Generations variant. Those are kind of cool. Okay, we have a Drax number 1 Scotty Young variant. Origin 2 Scotty Young variant. Wow, he's got a lot of these Scotty Young variants. I like these though. These are cool. Uncanny Avengers number 1 Scotty Young variant. Uncanny Avengers 18. It's a Tsum Tsum variant, I think. No, it's the Katie Cook. I guess she looks similar to Scotty Young, but it's a different artist. I just don't know her. Old Man Logan number 19. It's another like kind of cutesy cover. Defenders number 1 Scotty Young variant. Astonishing Ant-Man number 1 Scotty Young variant. If you like Scotty Young, I mean, you're going to love this video. International Iron Man number 1 Scotty Young variant. Thanos The First Avengers. I believe this is a reprint of Iron Man 55. Indestructible Hulk number 1. I'm thinking that's a Scotty Young variant. Contest of Champions Maestro action figure variant. Hercules number 1 action figure variant. Black Knight number 1 action figure variant. Daredevil number 1 action figure variant. Guardians of the Galaxy 1 Thing variant. Thing action figure. Invincible Iron Man number 1 action figure variant. Red Wolf number 1 action figure variant. The Unworthy Thor Series 2 number 1 action figure variant. Infamous Iron Man Doctor Doom action figure variant. Alright, that's cool. So he must be clearing out big sections of his collection. The action figure variants and the Scotty Young variants. So most of that kind of stuff, I usually pay $1 to $2 a piece unless it's selling for a lot more online. Then it depends on what the price actually is selling for. You know, if it's going over 10, I'll give half price. If it's like $6.99, then I'm going to pay maybe $2 for that. The cheaper stuff, I just don't pay as much for just because it's easier to get and it's a little bit harder to sell for a higher price. Okay, Captain America 609 variant. This is the Women of Marvel variant. That's cool. Captain America and the Mighty Avengers number 1 Scotty Young variant. Oh, that's a duplicate. So I'll probably put that one in my shop. Scotty Young variant number 1. A Miracle Man number 1 Scotty Young variant. That's cool. I actually really like that one. It's like a homage. Oh, he's got 2 copies of that. Death of Wolverine number 1 Scotty Young variant. Batman The Dark Knight 23.1 lenticular variant. X-Men number 7 blank variant. House of M blank variant. Usually the blank variants I pay $2 a piece. Armor Wars number 1 blank variant. All New X-Men number 1 Scotty Young variant. A Power Man and Iron Fist number 1 Scotty Young variant. A Witchblade 161. I don't know who did the artist, but it's another like cutesy cover. Fantastic Four number 1. It's the Katie Cook again. Rogue Planet Avengers number 1. What If Age of Ultron number 1 variant. The Thor number 1 Scotty Young variant. Another all new X-Men 1 variant, so I'll be selling the duplicate. The Avengers World number 1 Scotty Young variant. Oh, this is cool. I like Warlock. It's a all new X Factor number 1 Scotty Young variant. Guardians 3000 number 1 Scotty Young variant. Those are very cool. I'll look them all up and I'll kind of price them out after the video, and I'll let them know how much I'm giving them. All right, this is a package I bought on eBay. It's 25 comics I paid $25 for. Again, these were comics I had bought in one of my previous videos, and the duplicates sold really well in my shop real quick, and I added a bunch of things to my collection, so I'm hoping to do that again. I'm hoping that there's a good portion of these that will be duplicates and a good portion that will be for my collection. All right, let's open up the box and check it out. Okay, so this eBay box is Adventure Time comic books. The last time I bought them, I ended up needing about half of the collection I bought, but the other half I bought, I think I at least doubled my money on them, so I decided just to grab some more. Definitely worth having because they sell well in my store. Any of that really cool cartoon stuff, it sells well for me, so I always pick it up. And I like collecting it too. So if I can add a few things to my collection and make a little profit too, I'm happy. All right, so all the comic books were in this kind of bundle. They look like they arrived in pretty good shape. Okay, so this whole stack here, these were $1 a piece. Let's see what we got. I do really enjoy collecting Adventure Time comic books because I love the covers and I love Adventure Time. We have the Winter Special 2014. We have Marceline Gone Adrift number 3. I don't think I have any from this series, so I'm actually really happy to get that. Marceline Gone Adrift number 2. Oops, these are all mixed up. Marceline Gone Adrift number 1. That's an awesome cover. Marceline and the Scream Queens number 6. Marceline and the Scream Queens number 1. Adventure Time Candy Capers number 4. Adventure Time number 2, second print. Adventure Time with Fiona and Cake number 5. So we got Adventure Time with Fiona and Cake number 5 again with a different cover. Adventure Time number 50. I don't think I have that one. Adventure Time number 23. Adventure Time number 21. Adventure Time number 21 with a different cover. Adventure Time number 19. Adventure Time number 14. Number 14 again with a different cover. Adventure Time number 12. Adventure Time number 8. Adventure Time number 7. Adventure Time number 6. Adventure Time number 5, second print. Adventure Time number 5 again. Adventure Time number 4. And Adventure Time number 4, different cover. So for $1 a piece, that's really good. I usually get $3 a piece for most of the issues. The earlier issues, I might get as much as $5 for. And sometimes the variant covers are rare, but I don't think there's any virgin variants or anything really valuable. And I think there's a handful that I need for my collection. So I do like buying stuff like this where I can add it to my collection and sell a bunch in my shop. Okay, so this box was sent to me. It was a gift. His Facebook name was Peter, but on the box is a different name, so I think his Facebook name was a fake name. But he said that these were his father's comic books and that his father had passed away, and he wanted to give them to me. So I'm really honored that you thought of me and you wanted to give me your collection, and I'm kind of excited to see what's in here. He said there's a couple older comic books, some 80s stuff, and some interesting Spanish language comics. So I'm actually really excited to open this box. Let's dig in. Okay, so this box is a complete mystery to me. He contacted me, I think it was the end of January. I apologize for taking so long to open it. I was just sick at the time, and I just got really busy with everything backed up because while I was sick, I wasn't able to get anything done. But thank you so much for sending to me. Now, the guy's name was Peter on Facebook, but I don't know if that was his actual name or just like a made-up name for Facebook. But thank you. I really appreciate it. Let's check it out. Let's see what's in this box. Total mystery. Well, not a total mystery. I think he said there was a couple of Golden Age comics, some 80s comics, and some Spanish language comics. Now, these were his father's. He enjoyed these comic books, but sadly his father passed away. Sorry about that. But he said he wanted me to have the comic books to enjoy them like his dad did. So I really appreciate that. I think that was actually really awesome of you. And I'll definitely cherish them. Love comic books. I'm a huge comic nut. Okay, so that's what the box looks like inside. It's got a bunch of bags and a stack of comic books. All right, cool. Let's dig into. All right, this is exciting to me because I like getting kind of different comic books, stuff that I don't normally see. And so I think the foreign language comic books and the Golden Age comic books are going to be really exciting. Like we got Aquaman #1. And I don't know anything of the 80s comic books. He didn't really tell me. He just asked if I wanted them. I said, sure. So we got 3 Aquamans. Aquaman #1, Aquaman #3, and Aquaman #2. We got Battleground Earth Book 2. Okay, let's see what we got. We got, okay, I think these are some of the Spanish language comics. Oh, these look cute. So it's Coney El Travieso. I'm not familiar with the character at all, but it looks really cute. That is cool. Okay, Condorito. I actually think I have a couple of these already. So this is cool. This is definitely something that I'm excited to get. Oh, right. These are cool. I like them. All right, that's cool. 1987. These look like a lot of fun. Now, a lot of people ask me, why do I collect international comic books or comics in other languages? As technology gets better, there's going to be a way for you, like right now, you can hold up your phone or your iPad on top of these things and actually translate them. But I think eventually you'll have an AI app that works really good that'll allow you to read stuff like that. So I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so we have a Coverless Woody Woodpecker #220 from 1955. A Spike and Tyke #17 from 1959. Mouse Musketeers. It's a Del 4 color, I think, #711. The cover's detached. No, it just says 711. I'm thinking it's Del 4 color, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, okay, so we have a large size of the Condorito. So I wonder if they just shrunk the size down eventually. Like the earlier issues were bigger and then the later ones were smaller. Because this one is 1987. No, it's the same year. I don't know. I'll have to look into these. These are cool, though. They look really funny to me. Oh, and this is like a graphic novel version. Oh, this is cool. I also like the way it's printed. Just the red color. It's like red, black, and white. So it's 3 colors. Oh, black and white and 1 color. This is really cool. I like that. That's awesome. Okay, #246. It's another larger size format. Again, that same color. It's black and white with a hint of red and orange. I like that. That's cool. Okay, we have #257. Yeah, I definitely have 1 or 2 of these in the larger size. So I'm actually happy to have more of those. Okay, this is cool. We have Nancy and Sluggo #18. It's very brittle. So I'm going to have to be very careful with that. But that is cool. Fritz Ritz #32. I actually kind of working on a set of Fritz Ritz, and I don't have that one, so that's really cool. That one looks like it's a little bit brittle, but it looks intact, so that's cool. We got Tip Top Comics #109. That is really cool too. Now all these seem to be very, very brittle, so I'm going to be very careful with those. We have Mickey Mouse and Goofy Explore Energy. This was given away at Epcot Center, I believe, in the 80s. Oops, there's 2 of them in there. Maybe even 70s. And we have Mickey Mouse and Goofy Explore Energy Conservation. This is 78. So it's late 70s. Okay, and then we have Mickey Mouse #164, Coverless. A Super Goof. And Sword of the Atom Special #3. Okay, those are very cool. Thank you so much for sending those to me. I really appreciate it. Okay, so this is a little collection of Ghost comics I bought from a neighbor a few months ago, and I believe I paid $1 or $2 a piece. So let's go through this stack. It's pretty cool. Okay, so we have this stack of comic books. These came from my neighbor. It was a couple, and they both traded me a bunch of stuff on the same day. So I think these were her comic books, but I don't remember 100%. But let's go through them. This is really cool. If I remember correctly, I think I gave her $1 or $2 a piece on average. Obviously, number 1 is worth more, but it's not in the best shape. Still very cool, though. So we have Ghost number 1. Actually, really happy to have that because I don't have it. Ghost number 5. I think I had a couple of these, but I'm going to have to sort my collection. But one of my patrons really likes Bronze Age horror stuff, so he gets first dibs of these. If I have them already, if they're duplicates. If I don't have them already, then I'm definitely keeping them. We have Ghost number 16. Ghost number 18. Ghost number 19. Ghost number 21. Ghost number 22. Ghost number 23. Oh, I love this stuff. It's so much fun to look at. Ghost number 24. Ghost number 26. Ghost number 27. Very cool cover. Ghost number 39. Ghost number 47. Ghost number 50. Ghost number 70. Ghost number 78. Ghost number 105. And Ghost number 106. So that was a cool little horror collection. I really enjoyed that. Okay, this little stack of comic books, I paid $1 a piece. It was off a $1 book cart at a local bookstore. They don't get a lot of comic books, but every once in a while they'll have a couple cool comic books stuck on it. So I check pretty often just to see what they got. Let's go through the stack. Okay, so we have this little stack here. So this stack comes from a local bookstore. They sometimes put comic books on their $1 book rack that they have outside the store. I guess they just don't value the comic books. They don't put a lot out, but every once in a while I'll find some for $1. So we have a mid-grade Hulk annual number 7. I mean, that's like an $8 to $10 comic book, so paying $1 for that, that is awesome. Plus, I mean, it's just a really awesome Bronze Age comic book, so I'm really happy to get that. Now, some of the comic books are kind of beat up. Like this one has some ink pen on it, or grease marker, whatever you call that, like that black marker. So Masters of Kung Fu number 45, but I figured at $1, I'll grab it, and I want to encourage them to put more on the cart, so I try to buy every comic they have, if it's Bronze Age at least. Vault of Evil number 14, not in the best of shape, but again, $1. Black Magic number 2. This one isn't pretty. It has one little chip in the corner, but other than that, it's a solid mid-grade. The chip probably brings it down to a very good, but very cool. For $1, I'll buy that any day. Uncanny Tales number 1. Sadly, had a big chunk out of the top, but again, for $1, I'm going to grab that. A Mutt and Jeff number 70. I mean, a Golden Age comic. Now, the spine is split right here, so it's not in the best of shape, but it's complete. It's not like ripped up. It's not brittle. You know, 1954. I would buy that for $1 any day. And then they had a couple of graphic novels. So I grabbed Outcast number 5 for $1 and The Sheriff of Babylon for $1. So I thought that was pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff for $1 each. So during the fall, my son and I were walking around the neighborhood looking for garage sales. And we found a box of stuff that someone had just put out for people to take. And it actually had some really cool stuff. So let's go through this bag. So by that same $1 bookstore, my son and I last fall, so this has been ready to film for months. I just haven't gotten around to it, but we found a box full of comic books, and we just grabbed the bag and we filled it up. All right, let me show you. I think this first comic book I actually bought for $1 off that $1 book cart. So I did buy one thing that day. I just put it in the same bag. So we have Ghosts of Dr. Graves number 25. I mean, any Bronze Age horror I'll buy for $1 any day. We had a Batman New 52 Volume 2 graphic novel. This was, again, this was in the garbage. Well, I mean, they put it out for someone to take, obviously, because it wasn't like in a garbage bag. It was just in a box that said free. But obviously, I grabbed all the cool comic stuff. Okay, we have Revenge of the Filler Bunny. So I believe this was created by the guy who created Invader Zim. And I think this is actually kind of like a rare-ish, more valuable comic book. Not 100% sure. I have to look it up, but there was a bunch of stuff by him in this box, so it's actually really cool to pick it up. I Feel Sick number 1. This is also Johann Velasquez, I think. Yonan Vasquez. I'm so bad with names. I just know he's the guy who created Invader Zim, and I'm always looking out for his stuff because I kind of like his art style. It's fun and quirky, and it reminds me of Invader Zim. So I Feel Sick number 1. Now, this is the comic book I was freaking out. It's Johnny the Homicidal Maniac number 1. If it's a first print, even though it's a little bit beat up, it would probably be like $100. I don't think it was a first print. It was a 16th printing. So in this shape, 16th printing, I don't think it's worth that much, maybe $5 to $10. Still very cool to find for free though. We have Dogzilla. I was actually going to leave this behind, but the cool kid said he wanted that one. So that one's actually for him. We have Bionicle number 6. Flintstone Kids number 1. G.I. Joe number 121. I Feel Sick number 2. Arrow Into the Ether. It's just a weird looking, like artsy fartsy kind of comic book. It's from the 70s though, so it might be worth something. I'm not sure. Bear Hurts. I think this is also that same guy. The Honan Vasquez. I'm so bad with names. You guys are going to have to correct me, but I think that's also one of his comic books. Monsters in My Pocket, number 3. And The Bad Art Collection, also by him. So a lot of these, I think, are collectible and kind of valuable. Or even, it might not be $10s or $20, but at least $5, $10 a piece for all his stuff. And for free, I'll take it. That same day, I think I bought this little guy for $2 at a garage sale. We didn't really find much when we were out hunting that day, except for the really cool pile of free stuff. Okay, so here's the rest of the stuff that was in the box for free. We have Clint magazine. This had Amanda Condor, the Pro on the cover. A Mad Mania number 2. A Batman New 52 Volume 1 trade paperback. Volume 3 trade paperback. Another Filler Bunny little comic book thing. So that I think is definitely collectible. The Bush Junta. It's some kind of like graphic novel book kind of thing. Something with George Bush, I guess. Johnny the Homicidal Maniac number 4. Now this one I think was a first printing. No, 11th printing. I'm wrong. Still cool though. For free, I'll take it. And then this was, what was this? This is just a weird looking graphic novel art kind of magazine thing. Blue Devil number 1. International. Back a little bit. It's the Gil et Joe something. So just like a cool looking international graphic novel. I thought that was cool. And then The Art of Top Cow. This really cool, just giant illustrated book with lots of art from the different artists that work at Top Cow. I thought that was pretty well. Actually, it looks mostly like Dave Silvestri. No, David Finch is there. So a bunch of people. Really fun artwork. Really cool book. I mean, I don't know how much that would have cost me if I was to go out and buy it. $20, $30. So for free, I thought that was awesome. I love finding a bargain in the garbage. Okay, so this is a stack of comics that got traded into my shop a week or two. I believe they traded for some record. All right, so let's go through this stack. I'll show you what I got. Okay, so this is a little stack of comics that was traded into the store last weekend. It's some what I call the right comic books, but in the wrong condition. So there was some really cool Bronze Age stuff in here, but it was really beat up, and some of it's like a little bit water damaged. So I think I wasn't there. My wife did the trade, but I think she traded him like $10 to $20 worth of records. I'm not 100% sure, but it's definitely some cool stuff. Okay, we have Bulleteer number 1, Brave and the Bold 157. The cover's really wrinkled up though, sadly. From the Earth to the Moon, Classic Illustrated number 105. That's really cool. Justice League of America 157. Bone Rest, A World's End. It looks like a really cool cover. Army at War, Sergeant Rock number 197. Again, a cool comic book, right comic book, wrong condition. Just really beat up. Classic Illustrated number 54, The Man in the Iron Mask. Untold Legend of the Batman number 2. The Terminator number 12. Silver Surfer number 92. All right, this is cool. Batman 308. I guess this one's not as bad. It's just got some creasing, but pretty cool. Batman 309. Weird Worlds number 1. Uncle Scrooge, not sure the number on that. Uncanny X-Men 131. Now this one's really cool. Not in the best of shape. It's really creased up, but still pretty cool. All-Star Comics number 61. Walking Dead number 10. Now this is a sweet early Walking Dead comic book. It's a bit creased up though, so it doesn't have super amount of value, and you can't really tell, but a lot of it's like warped. A lot of these, I don't know if they're water damaged or just stored poorly, but still very cool to get. A sweet Batman 313, but it's got like a warp to it. Still very cool though. World's Finest 263. Weird War Tales number 70. That one's not too bad. Brave and the Bold 165. That's cool. And The Flash 282. So some pretty cool comic books, just not in the best of shape. Or at least from that era. I mean, stuff in this condition, if it was from the 60s, I don't mind so much. But from the early 80s, late 70s, it's a little bit not as interesting to get comic books that are beat up. Okay, let's go through this collection. Okay. Now, this collection had some cool key issues in it. Nothing super, super valuable, but some $5, $10 issues. I think I ended up giving them like 40 bucks for the collection. So let's dig through it. We have Batman 475, Detective Comics 604. This is one of the bigger key issues, Wolverine number 1. That's probably where a lot of the value in the collection was. A Batman New 52 number 3. A Wolverine number 2. That's cool. Wolverine number 3. Okay, we have Batman Adventures number 2. I was hoping he had number 12, but he didn't. But next time, maybe. All right, Batman 476, Detective 607, X-Men 268. I think this one has a little bit more value as well. Batman Avengers number 8. What If number 44. Batman Avengers number 4. Detective 642. Thor 388. Captain America 228. Thor 392. Incredible Hulk 212. Just the extra backer boards. Detective 605. Okay, Batman Adventures number 3. Detective 594. Batman Adventures number 31. Detective 606. Batman Annual number 11. Detective 595. Batman Arkham Knight number 6. Number 5. Dark Waters number 6. Arkham Knight number 1. Or it's a one-shot. Batman Arkham Knight Annual number 1. Arkham Knight number 12. That's a cool issue. Number 11. Number 10. Number 9. Number 8. Number 7. Number 3. Number 2. That's a cool cover. Number 1. What If number 4. Now, I think this issue's worth a bit, but it's got a big chunk out of it, sadly. So that brings the value right down. A Batman Adventures number 1. All these are Batman Adventures. These are pretty collectible comic books. None of them are, you know, it's not the first appearance of Harley Quinn or anything, but they're still very collectible. Batman vs. Predator number 2, number 3. Got another stack. Marvel Comics presents 120 Ghost Rider. What If number 31. What If number 64. Uncanny X-Men 213. I think this is one that came with the action figure. Batman vs. Predator number 1. Arkham Knight number 1. Or it's a one-shot. X-Men Omega. Centurions number 1. Dark Water number 3. Dark Water number 4. Dark Water number 9. Dark Water number 8. Number 7. Number 2. Oh, that one's upside down. Oops, these are all upside down. Legend of Dark Knight number 31. Marvel's Greatest Comics number 79. Spectacular Spider-Man number 158. I think this is when he gets his or the first appearance of him with cosmic powers. Web of Spider-Man number 8. And X-Men number 194. Okay, we got another stack. We got Web of Spider-Man number 107. Wildcats Trilogy number 1. This I probably didn't give anything for because it's just terrible shape. Thor 402. Hulk 402. Thor 445. Centurions number 3. I do kind of like these 80s toy related comic books just because I like the toys as a kid, so I connect with these. Centurions number 4. Centurions number 2. Dark Water number 1. Arkham Knight number 4. Amazing Spider... Oh, first we have a little mini Hulk comic book, but we have Amazing Spider-Man number 28. This is another one that had a bit more value that I gave him more for. Amazing Spider-Man number 230. So I think the last are the ones I paid him the most for. These are the ones I paid up for. Infinity Gauntlet number 2. Number 1. That's pretty cool. That's definitely one that's, what, 20 bucks now? 30 bucks? 40 bucks? Depends on condition. Avengers versus JLA number 4, Thor 393, Thor 429, Captain America 282, Iron Man 297, and Avengers versus JLA number 2. So that's pretty cool. Couple of, like I said, a couple of key issues, a couple of comic books that cost more. The bulk of the stuff, though, I was probably only paying a quarter or 50 cents a piece. But the stuff that was like Infinity Gauntlet number 1 is the kind of thing that I'll pay 50% of the current market value. Off the top of my head, I kind of forget how much I valued it at, but I think it was between that $20 to $40 range. So that's like a big chunk of that. And the Wolverine number 1 was the majority of the value. Maybe I paid a little bit more. Maybe I paid 50 or 60 for the collection. I forget. It was so busy the last couple of weeks that my brain is just forgetting things. Okay, this is a package of 22 comic books I bought on eBay. I paid $36.70, so like $1.50 a comic book. The last time I bought these kind of comic books, I actually ended up needing about half the collection, but then I sold the other half, and I sold them for a really good price. So I'm actually pretty happy to get these because I know the duplicates will sell really well in my shop. Okay, so this is more Adventure Time comic books. I paid $36.70 for 22 comics, so like $1.50 a piece. You know, if there's duplicates, I'll sell them. They sell really well. I usually get $3 to $5 an issue for Adventure Time, with some of the Virgin variant covers going for $5 to $10. So I like buying the collections and buying them in bulk because I can usually add a few to my collection that I'm still missing, and then sell off all the duplicates and actually make a little profit. So I try to buy 30 to 50 at a time, and then, you know, it may take a few months to sell them, but then when I sell out, then I try to find another collection. That way I can grow my collection, make a little money, and rinse and repeat as many times as I can. These are kind of like in a bundle. All right, I think these are all flipped all over the place, but there's some rarer, nicer ones in here. So I think that is number 1. Yeah, it's the San Diego Comic-Con number 1 variant. They didn't make a lot of these. It doesn't really sell for that much, but it's definitely one that I think should be worth more. Very cool. For $1.50, I'll take it. I don't think I have this one. This is a number 15 Calgary Expo cover. That is cool. Very cool. Garfield number 4. I didn't realize there was a Garfield in that collection, but that's cool. I don't have that. I'll take it. Adventure Time number 2, second print. Let's see what we have. Adventure Time number 3, second print. Adventure Time number 4, second print. Usually the second prints have new covers, so I like getting the additional printings just because it's fun. Number 5, second print. Number 6, second print. And usually with these kind of collections, I do try to find collections that have stuff I need, because the main reason I'm buying them is to fill in my collection. It's just a happy bonus that they sell really well if I have them already. Okay, Adventure Time number 8, second print. Number 9, second print. I don't think I have any of these second prints, or most of them I need. So this is actually pretty cool. Number 10, second print. Number 11, second print. This is actually pretty awesome. Number 12, second print. Number 36, that's the subscription cover. I don't think I have that one. Number 39, subscription cover. Don't have that one. Number 40, that's a really cool cover, and I don't have that one. Actually, there's a lot in this collection I don't have, so I'm actually really happy with these. And number 41, subscription cover. Number 43, subscription cover. These are cool. Number 44, subscription cover. Number 46, subscription cover. Number 48, subscription cover. Absolutely love that cover. And number 49, subscription cover. I think that's cool. I love it. So this lot might only have 3 or 4 that I'm actually going to sell. That's actually kind of a win for me. Getting that many all at once I needed. Awesome. So the cool kid and I went like a month or 2 ago to a local comic shop, and we just bought a whole bunch of comic books out of their dollar bins. So let's go through these bags. I'll show you what I got. Okay, so let's go through these bags. These all came out of a dollar bin from a local comic shop. Now, it wasn't anything super exciting. I was just grabbing anything that looked cool for $1. I'm a sucker for dollar comic books. We have May number 5. Thought that was a cool looking cover. May number 4, again, a cool looking cover. The Marzipan Physics number 1. Just thought that looked really cool. Paper Girls number 12. The new MGMT number 1. Is that... It says number 1 final issue. I don't know what that means. Cool cover, though. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur number 18. Plutona number 3. Peter Panzerfaust number 24. Rat Queens number 12. Rat Queens number 15. Rat Queen's number 13. Again, all these covers are just really cool to me. Rat Queen's number 6. Rat Queen's number 9. Lumberjanes number 26. Cody and the Creepies number 1 of 4. Elephant Man number 75. I always really liked the artwork in Elephant Man. Elephant Man number 77. Scooby Apocalypse number 20. Scooby Apocalypse number 22. Scooby Apocalypse number 16. Scooby Apocalypse number 19. Number 15. Number 14. Number 11. Number 7. Number 10. Secret Warriors number 2. Slam number 2. Slam number 4. And Motor Girl number 8. Some pretty cool stuff there. We have another giant stack. Rat Queens number 7. Rat Queens number 12. Rat Queens number 10. Rat Queens number 11. Bill and Ted Go to Hell number 1 of 4. Biff to the Future number 6. Biff to the Future number 4. Action Comics number 488. I mean, I'll grab bronze for $1 any day. Elephant Man number 74. Lumberjanes number 32. I might have a couple of these. I grab them and then I think, oh, maybe I have them. But at $1, I just grab it just in case. Number 31. I figure I can always sell them back for $1 or $2 if I have them. And if I don't have them, then awesome. Number 29. Number 39. Number 36. Lumberjanes Gotham Academy number 2. Lumberjanes number 45. Lumberjanes number 41. Lumberjanes number 43. G.I. Joe number 4. Lumberjanes number 49. Lumberjanes number 48. The Wiggly Reader. I didn't know anything about this. I just thought the cover looked really cool. The Wiggly Reader. No, I don't know the issue number. I just thought it looked cool. Silk number 11. Starfire number 11. Satellite Falling number 2. Lumberjanes number 19. Okay, and then one other little teeny stack. This one, the cool kid bought for cover price. He really wanted it. So Amazing Spider-Man number 16. I bought one older comic. We had Casper number 58 for $5. I don't know if $5 is the greatest deal on this comic book, but I love Casper, so I figured I'd grab it. And then, so I had that whole stack. He gave me a $15 discount. So I saw this and I said, you know what? Just give me this for free instead. Basically, I bought all those other comics for $1, $5 for the Casper. There's a couple of books that the cool kid bought, but I don't know where he put those, so I don't have them in the haul. But I basically got this for free. So that's awesome. I'll buy that for free any day. I mean, obviously I bought a whole pile of other stuff, but it's awesome that he was willing to throw in something cool like that for free. Woo! All right, that was a ton of fun. I love doing mega epic comic book hauls. It's a ton of fun for me to go through mystery boxes, to go through eBay packages with you guys, to show you guys all the cool hauls I got. And I gotta find a way to do this more often, because to me, it's really hard just because I don't have the space, but I really enjoy it. So I do, when I haven't done it for like a month or two, I really miss it. Definitely saving some 10-cent DC comics from the trash. That's just one of the coolest things you can do. I love it. Also, being able to get something as cool as this thrown in with a big purchase, I think that's pretty awesome. And it's in pretty good shape. I want to thank Peter again for sending me the box of comic books. I really appreciate it. I'm definitely going to cherish them. I want to thank my patrons for supporting my channel. With their help, I'm able to do videos like this more often. If you want to help support my channel as well, I'll put a link to Patreon right there. If this is the first time watching my videos and really enjoy this big, mega, epic comic book haul, why don't you click the All of Us Faces and subscribe? Why not? I want to make more videos like this just for you. And I'm going to put a couple other mega, epic comic book hauls right there. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!